stands for a good part of the day in Pebble Beach, and this is the first chef who's brought me a present. So he gets a very special introduction. Is Matthew Accarrino. His restaurant in the Pacific Heights of San Francisco is SPQR. And since I have the book in my lap, I'm just going to go to the back and read the litany of people that you've worked with. Because it's quite the list, Matthew. You've worked with Charlie Palmer, Todd English, Rick Moonen, Thomas Keller, and Tom Colicchio. You've got a little bit of each of them in you?
I would say I do. It's a lot of great teachers, you know, just like we're all products of our parents, I'm products of all my mentors, so.
So do you find yourself in the restaurant that you're looking down, you're doing something and you kind of flash back to a Colicchio moment or to a Todd English moment?
Let's just say I hear their voices.
Yeah.
I hear their voices in my head. No, but I mean, you know, it's funny.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And so working for chefs is, you know, I see a little bit of me in all of my cooks. Right. So you see how that is. Just
so
like,
you realize this legacy, this passing on. So one of the hottest restaurants in San Francisco, always a top favorite, a Michelin Star?
Yeah, we actually, the day that book came out was the same day I got my first Michelin Star.
That was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day for me.
That was a nice day for you.
And we already had a party planned that night for the book release, so yeah, perfect.
And everybody got to wear, you know, have stars. Tell me about the restaurant scene in San Francisco. Wow, competitive, exciting.
I say exciting. I mean, I really focus on what I do. I don't worry about trying to compete with other people, but there's so much great food in San Francisco.
Yeah.
We're really lucky. There's a lot of really talented chefs, and you know, I'm in my mid-30s, and there's a lot of talented chefs in their mid-30s there. So it's a really good community of people that are mature and organized and passionate, and it's fun to be a part of.
And is an occasion like the Pebble Beach Food and Wine a place where you get together and share and steal? And how does that work when you all get together? From each other?
I was up late last night.
Oh, you were up?
Yeah, I was
Wait,
with a lot of good friends.
Let me just say this. Did I see you last night?
I don't remember.
See? My new best friend, Matthew. Oops.
Yeah.
Forgot I met him last night. No, but that's part of the fun, is that we have the chance, everybody who's here, to carry on, but be professional. Yeah. It's a little bit like a convention, for lack of a better word.
You want to get to see friends that come from other places that you don't get to see all the time, so it's wonderful. There's people from across the country that I haven't seen in a while, or people that are just around the corner that I haven't seen in a while, so it's really fun to be here.
But you also find, because we're in Pebble Beach and your restaurant is in San Francisco, that you also meet a lot of clients when you're here, a lot of your patrons.
Yes, I mean, well, what a great business to be able, where somebody could walk up to your table where you're serving them food and say, I love your restaurant.
I love your restaurant. And then you give them your private line. Well, that's hospitality, isn't that what you do?
Yeah.
That's what's so great. I mean, all right, so what are you serving here today?
We're doing an asparagus panna cotta, and then we do smoked salmon consomme. So we we cure the salmon, but we also cure the bones. And one thing that I started in the East Coast and moved out to California 5 years ago, and I have this thing that's about sort of technique from the East Coast, but ingredient from the West Coast.
Okay, so what's the East Coast part of it? The bone?
Just using techniques and everything, using everything. It's very Italian also, to sort of, so you get this beautiful fish, it's so fresh, and you fillet the whole thing. And I'm not going to throw the bones away. We cure the bones and smoke the bones and use it to make a consomme that goes over the top. So you get this
sounds inspired.
And
tell me about the book. SPQR is the Roman Empire.
Yeah, I mean, it's an acronym for the Roman Empire that once went from, you know, basically Britain to Asia.
So say it for me. It's S stands for
Senatus Populus K Romanus. So
populus. Kind of a good word in a cookbook. Now what? Give me another secret.
No, it's like a high school Latin class.
Et tu, Brutus?
Yes.
Did you actually take Latin in high school?
I did.
Wow.
I did horrible in it.
Well, they don't.
I don't remember high school.
But look, you're probably the only one in your class that ended up with a book with a Latin.
That's true.
All right, so before I let you go, I'm looking for sort of the next ingredient. What's the thing that I'm going to keep seeing? I know we're getting into a season, and as we're speaking, it's spring. Is there an ingredient that even you're kind of reaching for more often to play with? Is there something that you're seeing other places that you keep stumbling upon again and again and saying, yeah, I guess, I mean, fig, last year I felt like it was figs at one point. I mean, is there something that you're seeing?
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing. I guess the short answer is no, because I always, the thing about cooking that's so wonderful is cooking is like having all these friends. These ingredients are all your friends that come every year. So So every year I see asparagus, I work with asparagus, and then they go away, and then they come back, and it's sort of like meeting old friends every year.
It was so great spending that time with the fiddleheads.
That's it.
Well, think of Matthew as a friend when you are looking for that incredible opportunity to dine in San Francisco. It should be at the very top of your list. And I look forward to seeing you, a new friend, the next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.